Miniature implants are not like any other implants on the market. They don't require a large volume of bone. They don't require bone drilling that you do for almost all standard implants on the market. And they can work and be placed in any bone diameter without doing any bone grafting and without requiring any extra procedures. Mini implants are designed for oval dentures and they have very limited design and features for restoration. Miniature implants are totally different from mini implants. They allow fixed restorations, they allow screw retention, and can be restored like any standard implant. The difference between the two is not just in design, it's in applications as well. The intra-bony part of the miniature implants, like any other implant, has a rough surface which is blasted and etched to gain maximum roughness for osseointegration. They are provided in three sizes: 2.8 millimeter, 2.4 millimeter, 2 millimeter diameters. It has threaded features, combination of cutting threads and compressing threads, followed by 1 millimeter of micro threads and another millimeter of treated surface without any threads. This part is followed by a smooth surface, which includes 2.5 millimeter collar surface, which can be placed into the bone or into the soft tissue. That gives dentists a lot of flexibility of how deep they place their implants until they gain a good primary stability. The restorative part of the implant, which is the top of the implant, is like any multi-unit abutment and has a hex top that makes it easier for insertion and screw retention. The restorative part of the implant, which is the top of the implant, is designed in a way that you can place your implant in 45-degree angulation against each other. So that still gives a dentist a lot of flexibility when they're dealing with full arch cases to place the implants in any angulation where the bone is available and not worry about the complication of restorative results. It is delivered in a sterile package. You can pick up your implant like that. You place your implant, keep pushing it until you feel resistance. Once you have resistance inside, then you can pull out the lid and you have the insertion socket connected to the implant already. So you can continue placing the implant with your machine setting at 30 Newton torque, and once you place your implant fully, then you can unscrew the fixation screw and the whole insertion cylinder and the screw comes out, and you'll be left with the finished job, having the implant head at the bone level and the implant fully inserted. It's designed to be all-in-one, so you have a socket or a cylinder for insertion that plays multiple roles for you. It can be scanned, it can be used as impression copying, it can be used as a transitional or provisional abutment for you. That gives a lot more flexibility for dentists and saves a lot of cost. The insertion socket is connected to the implant with a fixation screw, which is 1.6 millimeter diameter. Very robust screw for most of the restorative procedures. Therefore, I use miniature implants in almost all cases of full arch restoration or full mouth restoration. I use them for partial arch restoration wherever I'm facing a situation that I have two or more missing teeth adjacent to each other. In that case, I can use miniature implants and the restoration can be splintered to connect the implants together. Full arch restoration is simple, streamlined, and cost-effective using miniature implant. In most of full arch cases, when I use miniature implant, I can provide the patient with a provisional restoration and immediately load the implants. The beauty of miniature implants is that you have much more predictable outcomes in long term and less chance of necrosis or failure of implant because of procedure negligence. The design of the miniature implants are done in a way that guided surgery is already incorporated in all features. So it makes it a lot easier for dentists to use guided surgery, place the implants in a planned treatment approach, and have much more expected outcome. In those cases, most of the time you don't even need to raise a flap. You can transition your edentulous patient to a fixed restoration in a day without even cutting the gum. You can restore your patients immediately.